highlighting local support for mothers, babies, and families. This is the message hundreds of people shared outside Rockford City Hall today for the 6th annual Walk for Life and Family.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us for this special digital edition of your news at 6:30. I'm Samantha Soto.
I'm Anthony Ferretti. This was 4 years after Roe v. Wade was overturned. Abortion rights advocates say access to abortion care matters even now more than ever in Illinois.
Our Miriam Niesmeyer has reaction from advocates on both sides.
We're here to say that every life matters.
I don't want to go back to where other people can control my choices.
Two messages faced each other outside Rockford City Hall. On one side, hundreds of anti-abortion advocates gather for the 6th annual Walk for Life and Family.
No person should have their life taken from them because they are at a young stage of development.
While abortion rights supporters stood across the street.
It's the woman's choice.
Rockford Family Initiative Director Kevin Rylott says they hosted the event to focus on supporting mothers, babies, and families while encouraging people to value every life.
We believe that every person, from unborn children to immigrants to the poor, no matter your beliefs, every person is important to Rockford. Every person is loved by God.
For some people walking, the issue connects back to their faith.
I'm out here spreading the love of Jesus and the gospel, letting these young women know that there is options other than aborting life, because life inside the womb is precious.
But a few steps away, abortion rights supporters held signs with a different message.
And my sign says, "I will not go quietly back into the 1950s," because that's true.
The event comes 4 years after Roe v. Wade was overturned, sending abortion laws back to the states.
And now what we're seeing is more women dying in states that have abortion bans because they lack access to quality care.
Winnebago County Citizens for Choice President Sarah Dady says she wants people to understand pregnancy can carry serious health risk.
That childbirth is not safe. Women die in childbirth.
So we just believe that the overturning of Roe v. Wade was a good thing because it shows us that no child should be killed in the womb because they are helpless and alone.
Reporting in Rockford, I'm Miriam Niesmeyer.
Congressman Darren LaHood was also at the anti-abortion rally. The event included local pregnancy care centers, churches, student groups, and community organizations.